Yeah, I'm Jess Caldwell. I'm the founder of WildKind Academy, located out of Washington State. And I'm a part of the 50-day Advanced Woodsman course put on by the Survival University here in Colorado. And part of this course is this wilderness first responder opportunity, this education that I was so excited to be a part of. I had no idea it was part of the 50-day experience, but when I learned that that was going to be part of our education out here, I was so excited.
So what level of medical knowledge did you have before the class?
So I've taken a wilderness first responder course in the past. I need that certification for the work that I do because I facilitate groups out in the backcountry. I facilitate groups in the outdoors. And so I know that this is a very valuable education to have and something that I need.
So did you find it challenging?
Yes, of course. Actually, very challenging because the scenarios are, we're out here on a lot of acreage and we're in the elements, but mosquitoes. We've got, in the evenings, we've got lightning storms and thunder. We've got rain and hot sun, and all of the factors of real life scenarios are actually a part of what we're integrating into the curriculum, which I think is fantastic because I have taken this course before, but it was a classroom setting. And so it's really different to be out here in the outdoors learning wilderness first responder training when we have all of the things here to work with.
What was your favorite part?
I think for me, having real life scenarios that are where we can actually do a little bushcrafting. For instance, if we need to make a litter, then we're actually, using the resources that are here on the property to make those things happen. Because we all have backpacks and we're all camping out here, the gear that we have is what we'd have if we were out on a hike, if we were out in the backcountry. So to be able to work with the resources in real life scenarios to create creative ways for us to be supporting of a victim or and to deal with the elements. I think that's been the best because for me, I really need hands-on experience learning in scenarios that are going to be relevant for me, how I'm going to be addressing those if I ever have if I ever come upon an opportunity to help someone.
And in all that, what would you find is probably the most challenging outside of the environment?
Outside of the environment, it's a lot of information. So, making sure that, we're up here at high elevation at around 10,000 feet. So for me personally, coming from sea level and just making sure I'm hydrated, I'm kind of following my own recipe of what I'm learning in the course about hydration, about elevation sickness. I think that was probably the hardest part, was just long days of education mixed in with the elements, being out in the elements, supporting my body through changing elements, changing weather, and keeping my energy up for these kind of scenarios that are intense.
So how do you feel your level of knowledge is now after the course?
Really, I feel very confident. I learned a lot just about upgrading. Well, that's the wrong word. I learned a lot about what's really going to be relevant as far as first aid. And it's not even first aid because out here we're providing medical care. And so I learned that. That's something that to me really stood out, that as a wilderness first responder, I am now at that level of certification that I am providing medical care if I come into a scenario where someone needs help or a group of people need help. We learned the ICS system in this course, and I feel that was really valuable, that I can translate that wherever I go. I feel like I'm going to be able to jump into a situation and support those who are helping, and that there's an organization flow chart to follow, and that I know those roles and I know how to jump into them. I feel way more empowered to be a leader in the outdoors doing what I do.
So if somebody was looking for a course, how likely would you recommend it to them? Or more so, what would you get them or give them as far as advice goes?
I'm definitely going to recommend this course. In fact, I hope you all come out to Washington because there's a lot of people in our area who are looking for this level of training, especially because we have a big community of outdoor enthusiasts who are out fishing and hunting and recreating in the outdoors. And it's when you can get a group together, especially a community who do this stuff together, and you can all learn together, I feel like we all elevate to be able to support one another in our outdoor journey. So so your next question was what? Sorry? I think that was two part.
What would you recommend to them, or what advice would you give them overall?
Well, I tell everybody who comes to my courses how important it is to take a whiffer. That's when I took that course the first time, I recognized how little I knew, how much I enjoy the outdoors, and how little I knew about protecting myself and others in the outdoors. And so when I took, after taking this course, I feel that anybody who enjoys the outdoors needs to take a course like this, because eventually you're going to find yourself in a situation where either you need to help yourself or you need to help others. And without this information, I think this is going to be something that I think more and more people in a very changing world need to have this education. We need to get more self-sufficient with helping ourselves and our neighbors, and this is a great course to be able to feel empowered to do that.
Jess, we appreciate you taking time to speak with us. And hey, hopefully you don't have to use it, but if you do, you now have the knowledge.
Thank you. I sure appreciate it.